Good morning children. Today we are going to see standard 7th subject science unit 3 polymer chemistry. Polymer, this word is derived from Greek. Poly means many, mer means basic, smaller unit. Polymers are very long chain made up of repeating smaller molecules are called as monomers. Monomer is one. So these monomers are linked together by sharing of electrons. That is by covalent bond. Covalent bond means sharing of electrons between two elements. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen and nitrogen. So hydrogen single bond hydrogen, oxygen double bond oxygen, nitrogen triple bond nitrogen. So here this process is otherwise called as polymerization process. So here in this case we are having monomers. So these monomers are linked together and it is forming a long chain. Together producing a long chain. So this is called as polymer. So next one is polymers. Polymers can be classified into two types. One is called as natural polymer, another one is called as synthetic polymers. So this natural polymer is found in living system. It includes a protein and carbohydrates in our body. Next one is cellulose. So this cellulose is present in wood and paper. So here it plays an important role in our life. So it is here giving life process. The molecules are very important. Next one is called here protein polymer. So this protein polymer is made up of amino acid monomers. So here 20 different kinds of amino acid monomers are taking part. So here amino acid monomers are combined and it is producing different kinds of protein polymers. Next one, here example for this protein polymers: enzyme, silk, skin, next fingernails, hair, feathers and fur. Next we are going to see about carbohydrate polymers. So this carbohydrate polymers includes cellulose, chitin and lignin. So here cellulose here, this is made up of sugar molecules. It is the main important component of cotton used in clothing. Next comes here chitin. So this chitin is present in the cell wall of mushroom and exoskeleton of insects such as crabs, spiders. And next one is lignin. Lignin is the network of polymer. This lignin gives the structure to plants. Shall we revise? So here protein polymers. Protein polymers are made up of amino acid monomers. Here 20 different amino acid monomers are taking part in this, and here different kinds of amino acid monomers are creating different protein polymers. Next one, here you can see the example. Example is DNA, enzyme, silk, skin, hair, fingernails, feathers and fur. Here next one we are going to see about carbohydrate polymers. So this carbohydrate polymers include cellulose, chitin and lignin. So this cellulose here is made up of sugar molecules and it is the main important thing of this cotton. So it is used in clothing Next comes here chitin. So it is present in the cell wall of mushroom. And next one, exoskeleton of this insects. So insects such as crabs, you can say spiders. Last comes lignin. So it is the network polymers and it is giving structure to plants. Next one, synthetic polymers. So synthetic polymers are man-made polymers and it is prepared by using the raw materials from petroleum oil and gases. So example for synthetic polymers, plastics. Next one, oils and gases are processed to make petrol, ethylene and propylene. And this can be removed as byproducts. Next comes the PVC. So this PVC means polyvinyl chloride. Many monomers are linked together to produce this PVC and here it is used for water pipes. It is used for water pipes. Next one. This ethylene and propylene are the building block monomers. By using this we can prepare many different types of plastics. So here ethylene structure, C double bond C, CH, here CH, here one CH, here another CH. So this is the structure of ethylene. Next comes here propylene. So here we have to remove one hydrogen from this ethylene. So that you will be getting here C double bond C, here one hydrogen, here another hydrogen. So instead of this one hydrogen, we are going to introduce one methyl group. Next is the H. Now this is the structure of ethylene, that is the structure of propylene. So these two are playing an important role to prepare different types of plastics. So synthetic polymers are man-made polymers and here it is used to prepare by using the raw materials from petroleum oil and gases. Next one, oil and gases are processed to prepare here petrol, ethylene and propylene. And next one is PVC. This PVC is a polyvinyl chloride. So it is used to prepare water pipes. Next comes here ethylene structure. This is C double bond C, H, here one H, here another H, here last H. So this is the structure of ethylene. Next one, here you are having ethylene structure. Instead of one H here, you are introducing methyl group. That methyl group is called as the CH3. So you will be getting here propylene structure. So these two are used to prepare different types of plastics. Next one, we are going to say about fibers. So this we are using bags, rope, and next we wear clothes. So this is all prepared by natural fibers. So once upon a time we used natural fibers such as wool and cottons. Nowadays we use the synthetic fibers. Next one, this natural fiber and synthetic fiber both are called as polymers. So example for this natural fiber, coconut. So here these fibers can be classified into two types. One is called as natural fiber. Another one is called as synthetic fibers. This natural fiber is a long strand, interwoven linear structures. You will be getting in the straight line. So here natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals. example hair, silk. Next one here can say coconut fiber. This is an example for this natural fibers. Next one is synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers are made by using the raw materials from petroleum. So here we can see the example for synthetic fibers. First one is polyester. Second one is acrylic. And third one is nylon. Human use natural plant fiber for shelter and animal for clothing and protection from the weather. Natural fibers are spun into filament, thread and rope. Here there are three main sources of natural fibers. One is called as animal. Animal, for example, wool and silk, we can say. Second one is plant. Plant means cotton, jute, flax. These are all example. And the third one is minerals. Minerals example, glass fiber. Spun into filament, thread and rope. Here, example for plant, you can say the cotton, jute. This and all you can say. For animals, you can say example wool and silk. And third one is the minerals. Minerals example, you can say the glass fiber. Shall we revise from the beginning? So, first here we are going to see fiber. So, this fiber can be classified into two types. One is called as natural fiber, another one is called as synthetic fiber. So, this natural fiber prepared by using plant or animal. Next one is synthetic fiber. So, synthetic fibers are, shall we revise from the beginning? Fiber. So this fiber can be classified into two types. One is called as natural fiber, another one is called as synthetic fiber. So this natural fibers that are obtained by plant or animal source. Example, coconut fiber, cotton, silk, wool. Next one we are going to see what is mean by synthetic fiber. So this synthetic fiber made by using the raw materials from petroleum. Example, polyester, acrylic and nylon. Human use natural fiber and animal fur for shelter, clothing and protection from the weather. Weather in the sense winter season you can take. From this you will get 2 mark question. That is, define fiber first question. Second question, define natural fiber, give some example. And third question, define synthetic fiber, give some examples. Next one, we are going to see about plastics. Here, what is the first thing you touch today? It may be pillow, or it may be bag, or it may be any synthetic fibers. So here people used, that is polythene pouches. So next one, here in the past we use vessels to get oil, milk and other liquids in a vessels. Now these plastics are playing an important role in our day-to-day lives. For example, in the past we used this wooden chair, table Next, buckets, mugs and are made up of vessel, that is metals. Now we are using plastic buckets, plastic mugs, and these plastics are replacing even glass. In the past we used glass, but here these plastics are replacing this wooden, next metal vessels and glass items. So next we are going to see what are the uses of these plastics. Plastics help us to make advancement in technology, building, healthcare, food safety and transport. These plastics are occupies our life because of its characteristics, qualities. So these plastics are some positive qualities. They are lightweight, strong, complex shapes. Complex means difficult. So it can be molded into complex shape, or you can say difficult shapes. Next, plastics are also flexible, waterproof and UV resistant. UV means ultraviolet resistant. Next one, plastics are very cheap. Plastics are cheap and convenient. Shall we revise from the beginning? So plastics helped us to make advancement in technology, building, healthcare, food safety and transport. So what are the positive qualities here? First one is lightweight, second one is strong, third one is complex shapes. Complex means difficult. Here fourth one is flexible, waterproof and UV resistant. UV means here ultraviolet resistance. Next one we are going to see about impacts of plastics. Impacts means effect. Effects are plastics. So plastics are lightweight, cheap, strong and durable. And these plastics are having some benefits to our modern life. Particularly, one-time use and throwaway plastics are having serious impacts on the environment, animals and healthcare. Shall we revise? Here, plastics are lightweight, cheap, strong and durable, and it has some benefits to our modern life. So here we are using one-time use and throwaway plastics. So this will be having some impacts on the environment, animals and healthcare. We see garbage waste that is containing different kinds of plastics. They do not decompose or biodegrade. So here these plastics are waste and it is polluting the environment. Next is the polythene bags and food packaging. This is under one-time use plastics. So this is also polluting the environment. Next one, we'll see about this standing water. So this standing water breeds mosquitoes that can spread diseases such as malaria, dengue and chikungunya. Many animals confuse the plastic for food and eat it by accident. For example, animals in urban areas. Urban means town areas, especially cows, they are eating the polythene bags because it is containing food in it. Shall we revise from the beginning? Here one-time use plastics, example polythene bags and food packaging. Next one, here standing water breeds mosquitoes that can spread diseases such as malaria, dengue and chikungunya. Here you may ask what are the diseases caused by mosquitoes. 2 mark question. We use many plastic waste. Plastic waste such as plastic bags, bottles and straws end up in the oceans. So here these plastic waste are in the ocean are exposed to sunlight, water and physical movement of waste. So here it is breaking up into tiny pieces. Tiny means small. So these tiny pieces are called as the microplastics. So these microplastics are present in household products. Household products such as toothpaste, face wash and body scrubs. Next one we are going to see about microbeads. So these microbeads are washed down in drains and end up in the soil, rivers and lakes, which cause pollution. What are the plastic waste? First one is plastic bags, bottle and straws. What are the things are here used to breaking up into small pieces? First one is sunlight, second one is water and physical movement of waste. This is helping us to convert this big plastics into small, that is tiny pieces, or you can say very smaller pieces. So these smaller pieces are called as here microplastic. Here you can ask one question: what are called microplastics? Seabirds eat plastic items. So these plastic items are not digested by the birds. So when they eat, the space in the stomach that is reduced for food and it leads to starvation. So they were struggling, and 90% of seabirds here it is having this microplastic in their stomach. So it was found in 2015. Government of Tamil Nadu has banned one-time use and throwaway plastics such as plastic carry bags, plates, straws and water pouches. So here they have taken steps to reduce the usage of plastic. Government has taken steps to reduce negative effects of plastic on the environment. So we should obey to the government rule. Thank you, children.